Welcome to Horror Dreams. Texas has many ghost towns, but some like Toyah aren't just forgotten. They're avoided. Locals speak of strange disappearances. Travelers pass through and never return. The train no longer runs there, but at night, some say you can still hear it, and the wind calls you by name. In the late 1800s, Toyah sprang up as a vital stop on the Texas and Pacific Railway. Positioned between Pecos and El Paso, it served as a water stop and cattle exchange. At its peak, Toyah had a population of over 1,000. There were churches, a school, a sheriff, a small hotel for travelers. The station master, Henry Claywell, was respected, dependable. He never missed a train. But something changed in the 1930s. A massive train derailment occurred just outside of Toyah. Boxcars twisted like paper. 17 people died. The cause official. Reports say brake failure. Locals disagree. Some say the conductor saw something on the tracks and pulled the brake too late. Survivors of the crash reported a strange phenomenon in the minutes before the wreck. Several passengers described a sudden shift in air pressure, followed by a sound they couldn't place. One man said it was like children whispering in my ears from both sides. Another, a teacher from San Antonio, claimed she heard her mother's voice, who had been dead for 12 years. One survivor later went mad. His journal was found decades later in an attic in Fort Worth. It contained one phrase, repeated hundreds of times: "The wind knows my name." Soon after the derailment, people began disappearing. Between 1931 and 1936, 22 residents of Toyah vanished without a trace. Among them, Sheriff Elmer Thomas, last seen walking the tracks alone at dusk. Mrs. Irene Brown, who claimed her dead husband called her from the wind. For children from the local schoolhouse, all vanished during recess there. Disappearances were never solved. The town emptied slowly. Homes were boarded. Businesses folded. By 1940, Toyah had fewer than 100 people. Today, it has under 50. And many live on the edges of the ruins, never near the rail line. One old rancher said, "If the wind starts whispering, you plug your ears and run." Some believe those who disappeared are still there, not alive, but listening. In 2006, a group of paranormal researchers exploring the abandoned station house made a chilling discovery. A metal lock box is inside, a sealed compartment under the floor. Inside, the journal of Henry Claywell, the last station master of Toyah. His final entry, dated March 12, 1937, reads, "I don't know who she is, but she comes every night. She stands at the platform, face covered, whispers to me my name over and over. It's my voice, but wrong. Hollow, it came from a cave. She asked me to follow her. Tonight, I think I will." Henry was never seen again. Travelers along the nearby I-20 claim to have seen a train moving across the Toyah landscape. Long after the tracks were torn up, a phantom train. No lights, no sound. Just a shadowy locomotive trailing sparks of blue flame. Truckers report hearing a distant whistle when passing the town at night. One described it like this: "The whistle didn't sound right. It was warped. It didn't echo, it got inside my ears. Then my radio went dead. And I swear, someone in the back of the cab whispered my name. 4 times. He never drove that route again." In 2019, an amateur ghost hunter named Daryl Ortiz visited Toyah with a friend and a handheld recorder. They walked the old platform and left the mic running overnight. When Daryl reviewed the audio, he stopped after 14 minutes. On the tape, you hear wind, a gust, then faint whispers, "Daryl, stay. Come with us. The tracks are open again." Daryl moved to Florida within the month and deleted his YouTube channel. His last post was a simple black screen with the text, "It's still whispering, even here." Even today, those who dare to visit Toyah say the wind behaves strangely. It moves in spirals. It carries warmth 1 second and freezing air the next. And sometimes it talks. In 2021, a travel vlogger spent the night camping behind Toyah. His footage shows him near the train station ruins at dusk. He speaks, laughs, and then suddenly goes silent. His face turns pale. A distorted whisper enters his microphone, like wind-bending speech. He mutters, "Did you hear that? It said my name." That video was never published. A friend leaked it on Reddit. The vlogger hasn't posted since. End in conclusion, 40 minutes and 0 seconds to 45 minutes and 0 seconds. Narrator, lower tone, slower pace. Ghost towns are common in Texas, but Toyah is different. Most ghost towns are dead, but Toyah, it breathes, it whispers, and sometimes it remembers you. If you ever visit Toyah, don't stay near the tracks. And if the wind starts to whisper, cover your ears, because once it knows your name, it never stops calling it.